Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Hansi Flick, looking at some of his words before tomorrow's match against Celta Vigo, and then as well talking some words from Lionel Messi as he gave some insight in regards to Hansi Flick's Barça. He talks about the form and the sensations that the team is giving. But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. And guys, let's get straight into the video. All right, guys, let's get straight into the video and let's look at some of Hansi Flick's words ahead of that match against Celta Vigo tomorrow. And Hansi Flick, he starts off by saying, "We expect a good match. It is always important to come back strong after the break. That is the objective." He continues on. He talks about Lamine Yamal, who will be absent for tomorrow's match. And it says, "No, there is no fear of playing without Lamine. We didn't play well against Real Sociedad, but not for that reason. Lamine is very important, but there are players and we have to adapt. We'll see when he can return. The important thing is that he returns to 100%. I'll ask the team tomorrow if it's a challenge to win without Lamine." And we all know how important Lamine Yamal is to this Barcelona system. He adds so much offensive firepower out on that right wing. And we do know that the only two games in which Barcelona they have dropped points were the two games in which Lamine Yamal hasn't played in the game against Osasuna and obviously the game against Real Sociedad. And neither of the two games, I would say, were particularly dominant Barcelona performances. And it would, if we're being honest, it was relatively poor from Barca. But now Hansi Flick, he talks about Lionel Messi, who did praise Barcelona. We are going to look at his words after this, but he says, "It's an honor to hear the best player in history say that he likes this Barca. He follows the team closely. He has his heart set on this club, and that means a lot to the youngsters and the team." Imagine, a figure of Lionel Messi supporting the team. You see, for example, for Brazil, you see Ronaldinho, for example, be so critical and so against the current Brazilian national team that he has stopped watching Brazil altogether. And that is a big blow because, that hurts your confidence. But on the other side, if you have a figure such as Lionel Messi, praising the way that this Barcelona team, it can only, propel you to even greater heights. Hansi Flick, he now talks about the change of formation. He says, "We are a little limited without Lamine, but there is great quality and players who can play in different positions. And it's most likely in tomorrow's match, we are going to see the tried and tested 4-2-3-1 formation. Very little is going to change." He talks about Hansi Flick and the offside. He says, "They haven't explained anything to me about that offside in the Clásico. Sometimes it's good to receive an explanation from the league or the federation. Those responsible at the end of the day, we are human." And that's in regards to the offside last season, in which that controversial offside call was called. Hansi Flick, he now talks about Christensen and Araujo. He says, "I can't confirm anything yet. I think Christensen's surgery was minor, not major. He'll be back on Sunday." And Christensen to be back relatively soon, that's going to be absolutely huge. But it's most likely that we're going to be seeing Christensen return to the squad, but not, return to the pitch anytime soon. That's most likely going to be in a couple of weeks or maybe even by the end of December. But now Hansi Flick, he talks about Gavi, who a report by Sport is saying that he is ready to start tomorrow and he is going to be starting in tomorrow's match. And that's going to be absolutely huge, guys. Gavi's first match back as a starter in what is roughly more than a year. That's absolutely huge. And the Hansi Flick says, yes, he can now play as a starter. And what a huge boost for Hansi Flick. He also talks about Marca, who was called up to the Spanish national team for the first time, and he did play. And what a performance he put in, man. It was absolutely fantastic. He says, "I am very satisfied with the way he is playing. He has already played many games, apart from the one against Spain, and he does the same. He's a very expert in his role. He should continue like this." And now he ends off talking about Gavi's best position. And he says, "I asked Gavi and he told me he could play in any position. That's a good answer." And with Gavi starting, I wonder what sort of lineup Hansi Flick is going to field against Celta Vigo. Is he going to field Pedri, Dani Olmo, Marca, and Gavi, four midfielders? With the absence of Lamine Yamal, maybe you have Gavi in the base alongside Marca, and you have Dani Olmo and Pedri play as maybe like a right wing / cam position in those areas. We're going to see what Hansi Flick does, but it's going to be very, very interesting. But now, guys, I'm going to be looking at some words from Lionel Messi as he did, give his impressions about Barcelona under Hansi Flick. And he starts off by saying, Barca under Flick, I see it as spectacular. And it doesn't surprise me because it's nothing new. This has been happening forever, or at least since I joined Barcelona at 13. He continues on, he talks about La Masia. He says, I think it's amazing that the young players have been given opportunities over the past couple of years. When they're trusted and given a chance, they respond this way because they know the club better than anyone. They've been playing this style since they were kids, and when they're supported, things like this happen just like they did in the past. And right there, Lionel Messi is referring to that golden generation of your Xavis, your Iniestas, your Busquets, even your Lionel Messi, a golden generation of Barcelona talent that gave us titles and what created the best team in footballing history. And those words from Lionel Messi, as I said before, it gives you so much confidence to know that such a huge figure is supporting your team and is wishing you success. And there was a rumor talking about that Lionel Messi will be attending Barcelona's 125th anniversary. But unfortunately, the report from Mundo Deportivo, the most recent one, is saying that Lionel Messi will not be able to attend that Barcelona commemorative party, and that he will be missing it. And it is a shame because, a figure such as Lionel Messi, I would say the greatest figure in the club's history, missing that. Obviously, we would have loved him to attend, but apparently he has a commitment that he cannot miss. And, it happens, that's the case. But guys, that was it for the video for today. I did make, some earlier videos in that if you guys haven't seen it, I did talk about sort of the injury updates in regards to a wide range of Barcelona players. If you guys have missed that, go make sure to check it out. It's already on the channel. But guys, what do you guys make of Hansi Flick's words ahead of that match against Celta Vigo and Lionel Messi's praise of Barcelona? But guys, that's it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.